Hi Capricorns, how are you? Welcome to my channel. So I'm going to be doing for you a love reading for the rest of January. And I'm doing this because there's a big astrological event that's happening on January 21st. And specifically it's the lunar eclipse in Leo. And that brings with it a lot of unexpected events, a lot of transformative events, life-changing events, major events in your life. And in combination with other aspects of the planets, this can bring a lot of secrets to life. This can bring, you might see people and things for what they are. And also there's a big chance for frustrations to be for there to be a lot of frustrations, for there to be miscommunications in relationships, also misunderstandings, and things just like you wanted them to be done just a certain way, but they're not done that certain way, or like when you want them to. So again, frustration coming up. So it's a very intense, emotionally very intense time for everybody. And it just depends on where your planets are and how they're all aspected. It's going to influence everybody differently. But the main takeaway from it is that it's going to be a very emotional time focused on family and friends and your relationships with other people. So this is really going to be, this reading is going to be to kind of provide you a little bit more guidance on how to navigate this time, especially when it comes to relationships. Because relationships are always the hardest thing for everybody, and especially for you Capricorns, when I think you're so stubborn and you want things just a certain way that you don't really allow room for compromise. I think this is going to be, I hope this is going to be really beneficial for you to hear. And I hope whatever comes up for you during this lunar eclipse is going to be beneficial. But let's see, let's pull some cards. So we have the Three of Swords in reversed. We have the Ace of Wands in upright. Another Three of Pentacles. And then we have the Five of Swords in reversed. So we have Two of Swords in reverse, and then we have a Pentacle and a Wand. So we really don't have any water elements here, so it makes me think that this is going to be a time for you that's going to be focused all on communication, building a foundation, and also finding like that spark. Now with the Three of Swords in reversed, and then also with the Five of Swords in reversed, I think it's just trying to like really figure out what you really want to do. Trying to figure out if you really look at the details, especially of this card. There is this woman in the background, kind of snooping on these people. And now when in this card, it's almost like, look at his face. It's kind of like a smirky face, right? So to me, these two cards kind of speak of like, I feel some of you are in relationships that you're not being honest with your partner, or you're not being honest with whoever you're dating with, and you might be involved in either like with another person. There might be a third party involved here, or they just might be like that you let your relationship be affected by people from outside of the relationship, like your parents, your siblings, your friends, so you put more say, or let's say you put more importance on what your friends say, and you pick your friends over your relationships. So it's more of like a matter of like you trying to decide what is really worth for you. What is it worth the relationship? Is that third party more important to you? Or are you done with this kind of like sneaky behavior? For some of you, I think this behavior will be over. I think your partner or whoever is having that behavior will realize that it's no longer, or you're going to realize that it's no longer something that you're going to put up with, especially with a lot of secrets coming to life during that eclipse season. I think you will start seeing people for who they are and for what they are. And with these two cards, it's going to be you know, there might be some hard truths coming to life that it's going to be really hard to face. But at the same time, Capricorns, I think it's going to be really important for you to do that. And if you're the one kind of sneaking around and not being faithful and not being true to your partner, and I'm not saying just like for like cheating with another person, but faithful and, you know, honest and respectful towards them in other regards, as like, you know, whatever that the case might be. So be mindful of that, because at the end, if you don't put your effort in, if you're not doing your share of the work, if you're not being communicative and open towards them, that's going to come back to bite you. You know, that's going to come back to you, and then you might end up being alone for that. So be careful. So it's either if you're the one doing that, be careful of it. But if somebody else is doing that to you, you will discover that behavior. You'll notice that behavior during this eclipse season, and there will be definitely some changes afoot for you. Now, with the Three of Pentacles upright and the Ace of Wands, I feel like with some of you, it's so much passion in these two cards. I just can't describe it. It's so much passion and sweetness and kindness and appreciation. You know, I feel like with some of you, it's going to be it's almost like a renewal of the relationship. It's going to be, or if you're somebody that is looking for a partner, you're definitely going to find that partner around this time, where you might be dating somebody that you're going to be really, really attracted to, and it's going to make you flutter, and it's going to give you butterflies, and all you're going to be thinking about is just like when you're going to see him next, and the things you could do with him in the bedroom and outside the bedroom. And you know, but it's going to be somebody that's going to treat you with kindness and sweetness and respect. And then also with the Three of Pentacles here, I feel like it's somebody that's gonna appreciate you for who you are and what you are, with everything you have, you know, and with your good and your bad. So it's definitely something that is to look forward to, you know. So I'm really excited for you for that. Now let me pull some oracle cards and see what else comes through as a message that you need to hear. It's weird because like when I put these two together and these two together, look at the color schemes. They're like so different, right? This is so soft and sweet, but this is so kind of aggressive and like, oh, in your face. So it's like either there's going to be two situations happening, and it depends for like, you know, because this is a general reading. I can't cover everybody individually. It just depends on who's watching this video, so it's the messages that are coming through. So it might resonate with some of you, might resonate with others. So I think that's why we have two different messages here, you know, or it might be just that the same like the same person, but experiences like going from like if that behavior of deceptiveness and like disrespect is kind of put to an end and it's being confronted, then there is a potential for this to become better, for this relationship to become more kind, more sweet, more loving, and it's almost like finding that like second spark. Okay, but let's see what messages come through. Honeymoon, yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. You'll notice that with this relationship, once you confront the bad behavior, once you confront the disrespect or whatever, you know, the negative patterns that you notice in the relationship, once you confront them, you'll notice that that relationship is worthwhile. And then there will be a period of time during this eclipse season where you're going to be almost like feeling like on a second honeymoon, where like, I love you so much. I love you so much, and I can't believe that we're still together, and I'm so excited to I'm not looking forward to what's coming next feeling. So that's exciting. That's really good, positive things. And then flirt. Flirt, I think it's also for, especially for the singles or people that are still dating or just kind of like in the beginning phases of dating. It says extend your lighthearted energy to others. So I think with that is just kind of be open and receptive, but also be mindful of like that deceptive behavior. You know, be mindful of people that are trying to juggle multiple relationships, multiple dates at the same time. So take what they say with a grain of salt whenever you go on dates, you know, but there's definitely a potential for you to meet a partner during this time. And the other thing I'll say for last is that due to the high potential of miscommunications and misunderstanding during this time, it's not advised to start anything new, because anything that's going to be started during this time, it's so much confusion going around. It's such like high potent energies that are clashing with each other that I feel like you might be swept away by somebody that's like a charmer and sweet talker, but there's no substance to it. So, you know, be mindful of that. But if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for just kind of like a short-lived thing, perfect. That would definitely work for you. And all that said, I wish you Cappies a great rest of the January. And if this video resonated with you, please like the video. And if you want to know what's going to happen for you in February, subscribe to my channel and you'll get a notification when the next video is out. That's it for now. I'll see you in February. Bye, Cappies.